come down,
live.
please?
I'm gonna go live.
What's that?
I'm just gonna go live for this. He asked me to do that.
You did?
Yeah. Benjamin asked me.
I don't think they heard you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Trudeau's Truck Stop. A weekly, regular meeting until the government decides it's going to find the courage to come talk to us. I want to do something a little bit different today. I want to talk to Liberal MPs. And I want to ask you one simple question. Is this what you signed up for? Have you Liberal MPs envisioned being an embarrassment to the world? Having history against you? Every country around the world is now talking about this uprising of regular people who want freedom. And God bless them, it's the peaceful, hockey-playing Canadians who've led the way. We are a very peaceful people. This is a peaceful protest built on the virtues of love, family, and unity. So to the Liberal MPs, is this what you imagined? Did you imagine somebody sliding deeper and deeper into totalitarianism, maligning the citizens, calling them names, wearing blackface, exhibiting some of the most racist behavior of any politician in Canadian history? Is this what you signed up for? So I urge not only our representatives on the... I urge all of our representatives, not only the Conservatives and everybody else, I urge you to find the courage and the spine to once again be Canadian. Because all of these people that are in front of this great building behind us want two things: unity and freedom. these mandates and end these draconian passports. And if I could offer an analogy from history, some of us have families who are still buried in mass graves in Europe. And they were subjected to the analog form of contact tracing. It was called the yellow star. And people are very easy to dismiss the COVID passport as, well, it's for your safety, much like the star was. The same underlying philosophy is what's driving this. And that's why it's so dangerous. We have to understand what this leads to, and history offers us strict and very precedent examples of where this is going to lead to. So it's not just for all of us, it's for the family members and the children of you liberal MPs who are pushing this forward. It's time to stop, end the mandates, and end the passports. Next, I want to address our provincial leaders. Because as we often like to look at the Conservatives as being the ones protecting our rights and the Liberals not, that's not the case anymore. Because Tim Houston, Doug Ford, Jason Kenney, these are all, quote, conservative leaders who have jailed you in your houses, and they have maligned you and treated you as criminals. And Legault is on a whole other level. Anyone here think that Legault should be charged with human rights violations? That's right. The last I want to address is the police. I come from a family with police, as many of us, our truckers do, as well as ex-military and current people who serve, which is why we were so heartbroken by the hoax hate of the memorial that the fake news is promulgating, and we'll get to that in a second. You know, the police on the ground, they're great. They understand what's going on. But policing in this country has been co-opted by the political class. And that police chief of Ottawa should take early retirement today. And the reason I suggest that, as somebody that high up in police brass, he should understand more than anybody, the primary duty of policing is de-escalation, not escalation into conflict. And he's very lucky. He's got the most peaceful country, and the peaceful people in the continent as his citizenry who are protesting. To the rest of the frontline officers who we know are caught between a rock and a hard place, we understand and sympathize with your position. And we're doing our best to be good Samaritans and good community servants, cleaning up, helping with the homeless, just to show we're part of the community. The last thing I want to talk about is my new pet hobby, which that would be the fake news media. Apparently all of us who are from a diverse set of backgrounds, we're all, I don't know, white supremacists. Like, that's what they're promulgating. I just got a message from somebody in the government that CTV News, the latest fake news, is calling us white supremacists. But you know what's funny? They cry and they complain and they whine and they virtue signal around people who are suffering in society. But you know what I don't see? I don't see any one of them, none of our politicians, none of the Ottawa city councillors that are trying to call peaceful people who sing and dance insurrectionists. I don't see one of their asses at the soup kitchen that we created to help the homeless because they're negligent in their responsibilities. They're not leaders, they're fools. And I encourage all of you to get involved, and this is how you do it. Get involved in your politics on the lowest level. It's the worst thing in the world. It's frustrating, it's obnoxious. Everybody lies to you. Everybody backstabs. Whatever. But we're resilient people. We can work through that, and we can communicate to people who disagree with us. But get involved and start with becoming a school treasury. Go running for local offices. Doesn't have to be even city councilor. There's a variety of different positions that are part-time positions in the government, because this is what the radical leftists and the modern communists have been doing for decades. This is why they control our local politics. This is why the hateful rhetoric is now coming from them, because we've been silent and asleep at the wheel for decades. Why? Because we're busy working, running our businesses, raising our families. But we're going to have to start making greater sacrifices if we want to keep our country to what it is. So please do your best, whatever you can. Encourage others, encourage friends. Just sign up, find out how your local politics works, your local mayoralships, your city councilors, your school trustees. Doesn't matter. Just get involved. You won't win your first election, you won't win your second. But that's not what's important. What's important is that the message that we have enters the political sphere. To the rest of the world who's watching, firstly, turn off the fake news media. It's not good for your mental health. Really, it's not. We're going to be having our second official press conference in about an hour in an undisclosed location because of the CBC. But we're using this platform to elevate as many independent creators and independent journalists as possible, because we are beyond the era where media goes one direction. It's now unidirectional. So we can now have our voices heard, and the tools are there on the internet to allow us to do so. So the fake news media is either going to evolve or it's going to die. And as they continue with the smear campaigns, it looks like that's the choice that they're going to make. That's great. We don't need them. Because our audience right now, it's global. And all of your voices are global. So to everybody else in the world who is watching, you have no idea how cold I am right now. Honestly, if this was Brazil, we would have 500,000 people here because it's so warm. But thank you for all of you who are live streaming this. I want to remind everybody, this is all about peace and love. And I got an email from a gentleman this morning. You might know him. His name is Jordan Peterson, I think is his name, right? Yeah. And people, voices like Jordan and others, have been doing such a wonderful job reminding us to keep your resolve. Don't take the bait from the leftist activists who are going to try to bait you and anger you and throw things at you and call you names. Because as soon as you respond in the slightest way, they're instantly the victim. That's what they want. That's the game that they're playing. So this is a game of chess. And this game of chess is built on freedom, peace, love, and unity. Never before have I had somebody reach out to me for an interview. We'll call her, she's very nice, so I don't want to be negative towards her. But she's definitely from the progressive left and discovering she's been sold a bag of goods. And this is a transition for people. It's not overnight. It takes a while. They have to rediscover themselves. And we had a 2-hour-long conversation a couple of nights ago. She's very well known globally. Her name is Megan Murphy, by the way. And she is a wonderful person. And now we're finally seeing people coming together under our commonalities, not our divisions. The commonalities of freedom, love, and unity. So your neighbors who are on the left, the people who you think are crazy at the local hockey arena, whatever, just give them time, give them a hug, tell them, I understand, I have a different point of view, we can talk about it or not talk about it, but we need to start engaging with everybody because we're all brothers and sisters, even when we disagree. So I want to thank you for the second edition of Trudeau's Truck Stop. And I look forward to seeing you here again, I guess next week, unless Prime Minister Blackface Diversity comes out and sees his shadow and decides he'll be at Parliament 6 weeks earlier this year. And on behalf of Tamara, myself, and the team of volunteers who have not slept in weeks, and they're amazing people. They deserve a lot of credit. You know, this started with Bridget and Chris, two truckers who we're all good friends with. They really are the ones that sat down, we got to do this, Tamara, let's do it. We thank all of you. It's because of you that this is possible, really. If you weren't here, this would not have the impact that it's having, and it wouldn't do what politicians have not done in generations, which is to inspire people, not malign them. So thank you, everybody, and we'll see you on the next edition of Trudeau's Truck Stop.